Hey everybody, I'm just doing a quick overview of my Minecraft inspired theme park, or not even inspired, Minecraft theme park. I'm going to kind of get into showing you this, and then I'll explain some of the premises around it. This starting area is a village that you might find in in Minecraft. It's heavily inspired by the stuff that Astrotron had done before. It is my own creations. He goes like super heavy on the details. Like, to be honest, I'm surprised he's still alive. Like, his computer hasn't just exploded on him, because he puts so much detail into his parks and everything. His computer just must be whining like a mofo. Because he just goes really detailed and really makes it look awesome. But I wanted this to be able to run at a decent frame rate, or a good frame rate, to kind of play the game. And so these are all my creations, but if you look at his screenshots, a lot of them are really inspired by that type of stuff. Anyway, jumping in, I'm going to start the kind of game going here, and we'll be able to look at this. This first ride is a thrill ride. Since I'm playing the game in the campaign, you need quite a few thrill rides to make sure you get some money. And this is, they're great because they don't have a big or a large initial investment, and they don't take a ton of theming either to look nice. So this one, created this goofy villager statue, stuck it on top, and I think it works for this. So here we have one that is this kind of Hurl Whirl Vomit Express ride. I don't know the official name for this, but we can see here that people get on. I named it the Redstone Workshop, and I've added a little bit I like to add a little bit of sequencing to some of these rides, or some effects to it, so we can kind of see what this looks like here when these people hop on here. So we can see, it kind of does what in Minecraft, you start your little redstone circuit, you get the redstone lighting up, and then we get this smoke. I think it looks, nice. If you didn't know if you want lights to show during the day, because they'll naturally turn off during the day, if you set them on a sequence, it'll actually light them up. And so it's a good way to get, lights kind of going during the day. We have this merry-go-round. This is just because this park tends to be a little bit rainy during kind of the winter months, and people don't like these other rides during the rainy times unless you completely cover them, which I didn't. I completely forgot about even doing that. So added a merry-go-round here based on kind of the emeralds that the villagers trade. It works to make sure we get some money during the rainy times. This is the first real roller coaster we have here. This is called the Iron Golem. It's a spinning wild mouse ride. I'm not by any means like a roller coaster expert. I know some of these guys on here, they get on and they know all the names. Like, this is a double marmot, half cobra with like a zebra twist, and I have no idea what any of these are called, but I do know the games, kind of like the mechanics that it uses to create fun, or rides that it considers good intensity and fun, excitement. So I kind of go based off that. It's probably, if you're a roller coaster, acolyte, this is going to be blasphemy for you, but I think it works well, here. They do I like that this Wild Mouse ride has this elevator, or sorry, not Wild Mouse, spinning roller coaster has the elevator that brings you up here. That way we, totally skip the the chain lift hill and get people going in there. I do like these iron golems that we have in here. I think they look kind of cool. I am doing this all completely in vanilla, no mods. The reason that I don't use any mods, it's not that I have anything against mods. It's kind of the opposite. I'm a little bit like a mod crack addict. You know, I use one mod, and then I feel like I need to get others to make everything else match that level, and then I'm spending all my time, you know, doing just looking for mods and things like that, and I end up like, you know, in the desert, like in my underwear, haven't slept in like 4 days, just downloading mods. Like I'm not even playing the game anymore. So for me, it's just more fun to just stick with vanilla and not have to worry about, you know, getting so overwhelmed like I know I will with mods. So this is all done in vanilla. It is a little bit hard with these smaller shapes because you're limited on your heights, what you can do, and I know there's, you know, plenty of mods that can fix that, but I think that it works within limitations. So this whole park is completely vanilla. Anyway, yes, so that's the kind of village area. We do have this. Oh, look at this vandal here. Anyway, at first I thought that these guys were bearded, and that, you know, you had to kick everybody out who came with a beard into your park. I thought, you know, man, who with the beard hurt the developer where he created a whole game where, you know, the only vandals are people with beards. But I think it's a bandana actually. Anyway, so this is a transport ride. It's the only one in the park. I think it does a good job of moving people from one end to the other. This isn't a big park, so it does well. If you didn't know, with the transport rides, I think all of them, or at least a lot of them, if you don't actually connect them, but you have them just end at two different ends, they'll just bounce back and forth between these. It doesn't have to be a complete loop. The downside, obviously, is that you can only have one train going at a time, so you can see it hits that edge, and then it goes back here and starts back over to the other end. Yeah, the downside is that you can only have one going at a time, so this doesn't move a ton of people. But, you know, it works, especially for how small this park is to do that. Oh, I just saw another bearded guy. Where is he? What have we got? Alright, there he is. Kick him out of here. That might have been the same guy. Anyway, alright, so that's kind of our people mover. It goes through the kind of the different themes of the park, ends up in kind of the nether realm here that we'll look at later. This area right here is our cavern. I decided to kind of do it like this, where it's almost more of a ravine. The reason being is, you know, with Parkitect, if you do all this detail work, but then you want to cover it up as if it's like indoors, then you just don't see it, and it's kind of dumb. So I ended up leaving it sort of opened up here. You know, in Minecraft, they've got these caverns too. I think it still works. This is a slime thrill ride based on, you know, we all know this, whatever it's called, the neck breaker, the headbanger. I don't know the actual name of this ride, but some fun slime theming. And then we have Creeper Mountain here, and Creeper Mountain is kind of our park's weenie, I think is what Disney calls them. Hopefully I don't get the video taken off for that, but this is our weenie. It's basically kind of that big thing when you walk into the park. So you walk into the park here and you see, and it kind of directs you towards a direction. This is our weenie, is Creeper Mountain here. And it has this roller coaster goes on it. I've got separate loading and unloading stations. I'm pretty sure those are faster because you're having people get off, and at the same time you can have another car loading. This one I didn't need it. It actually goes too fast if I have 3 carts on there, but it can. It has the potential to do that. Anyway, so they start in here and then go down through here. This stupid little, you know, don't dig straight down. If you've ever played Minecraft, you know why, you know, you don't dig straight down. And then they'll go, I guess we can follow them up here, at least for a part of it. So normal at least how a lot of the wooden coasters in the parks around where I'm from go, you know, kind of up and then do some loops around it, or some helixes around itself. Go up to top of Creeper Mountain, kind of spin around here. This is basically like a blatant ripoff of Astrotron's, you know, design that he had. I thought that was really cool. I did create it myself again, just because his, you know, is so detailed. But pretty much exactly how he does it. Anyway, they come around here. They do some loops underground here, and then they'll pop out here. I'd like to do some fun little sequence stuff with the effects. There's not a ton you can do in Parkitect, but I think this is just, it adds a fun little thing. So when it comes through there, it sprays some water and, you know, flashes a light on the spider here. The whole theming of this, so the whole idea with this campaign is basically I'm a company that makes theme parks that licenses out different IPs. And when I say IPs, that's intellectual property. It's different franchises, you know, popular franchises that companies will have. So Harry Potter, you know, Star Wars, Minecraft. Those are all different IPs that companies will own and they'll license out. And so that's the idea with this campaign. The reason that I'm doing that is it's something called borrowed interest. Basically, it means that you're borrowing interest, that somebody already is excited about that or already cares about that different theme. And so you don't have to get them to invest themselves into it or care about it. They already know what everything is. You know, this, you know, it's an Enderman. I don't need to explain it to you. I don't need to explain to you what he does. I don't need to explain this spider is kind of bad. You know, you've already invested yourself in Minecraft, and so you already enjoy it, and so you're already interested in it. And this is, to be honest, this is what a lot of theme parks are doing more and more, is they're basing their different elements of their park on different IPs. Anyway, we can get into why that is if you really care, but you know, that's why at least this playthrough of the campaign, I'm basing it off different, you know, IPs around each park. And this one is Minecraft. This is your desert temple area. I've got a theme park, or sorry, not theme park, a go-kart ride that goes through here. We've got, you know, different effects here that just flash lights on these different things. Fun little kind of go-kart ride, and there's not a lot of options to in this first one, so I think the go-kart worked really well. There's also hidden within the top of this a kind of slow, gentle ride. This scenario has a lot more people who like slow, gentle things. You can see this is actually pretty filled up, so it did make sense to have a few of these more gentle rides throughout the park. I don't love those, but with this scenario it made sense. And you kind of want to make sure you're catering to all your guests, you know, anyway. Okay, so that's kind of the desert area, and then we go through here. This is supposed to be a nether portal. Hopefully it kind of connects there. I thought it was a fun transition to, you know, going into the nether realm here, so we can see we kind of go into this nether realm area. We have a Blaze thrill ride here. This is probably the worst character that I did. Just, you know, it's limited on what I can do. You know, Minecraft is actually a lot easier than a lot of other ones, but I still think this guy kind of looks junky, but you know, it works for a thrill ride. And then we've got this Nether Fortress steel coaster here. Kind of take you through that, so we can see that people load in here and then go up here. I don't know if anyone actually wants me to like go through these roller coasters themselves. There's not like, again, I'm not a coaster expert, so I don't know if any of this is actually kosher as far as what's done with roller coasters, but kind of go into this twist here, and then we'll go around through here. We have kind of this little gasp here with a little effect associated with him where he'll, oh, I don't think he... Okay, yeah, he's not burning the people alive. I know it looked like it there, but it's, if you can see it, the flame goes under there. I try not to like scorch, you know, the people or deep fry them on the rides themselves. Try and keep it like semi-realistic. Originally with the Nether, I was going to have a lot of these like lava waterfalls coming through. But they were kind of a pain to do, to create. So I ended up only doing this one. It's just lit up, you know, various kind of parts pop in and out on a sequencer. So I thought it looked still cool, but it was such a pain that I only wanted to do one. So yeah, and now it's raining here, so the whole place kind of looks like crap. You can see it in night, but this is sort of my attempt at a Minecraft themed theme park here in the first level of Parkitect. If you guys like this, I don't know, I know my mic kind of sucks. It's not like completely awful, but you know, it's not super fun to listen to. So if you do like it, maybe, you know, and you hate my mic, you just think it looks like garbage, let me know, and maybe I'll try and find a better mic here. But I think it worked to explain kind of what you like that. Yeah, let me know if you like this idea. I could just post, you know, pictures of the parks I make if this is kind of dumb, but if anyone liked this, you know, let me know, and maybe I'll do it for some of the other parks I'm working on. So, yeah. All right, thanks.